All right, Shalom. I want to give all praise unto Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Prophet Yahweh, Prophet Yahweh Shai, Bashim Wakar, Quadash. We give double honors to our apostle elders, which are the apostle elders that rule the great millstone, that have been set up through faith to help seal the elect that the Lord is bringing in. We're at the time of in 2018 year of prophecy. Things are gonna speed up, like I always say, because brothers should hasten the day, hasten the time to get up out of here. All right, so we shouldn't. This is not our rest; it's polluted. Hey, that's another that I can bring that out too. But the main thing I have right now for the lesson, as you see, it says pollution of the earth and UFO sightings. Okay, so it's pretty much self-explanatory. Those are the things that we're gonna go into today. And Abaratazar, this is edifying to you, Akim, that are out there on the four corners of the planet Earth, that's pushing this truth and sincerity, honesty, and faith, listening and hoping to be saved in these last days. So the first video I have is from RT. I'm gonna share real quick for you, Akim, and if any scriptures come up, please be my guest, post them, and we'll get to them in a second. So let me jump in and share the screen. First video from RT, and let it play, because we saw surely showing himself to be the devil. Only the devil would do devilish things. A tree is tell its fruit. So we're gonna play this and go to the scripture.
The exotic Portuguese island of Tessa in the Azores, Atlantic Ocean, is in desperate need of detail.
And it's a beautiful, man. You can see it clearly. It's laid on lush land, good, look like minerals. It's shore. So this is a beautiful place. Like if you need something nice and they fuck it up, they don't deserve something nice. Yeah. So let me put it.
Decades of force activity have allegedly left polluted hydrocarbons and heavy metals, and I would say that they're worried about the level of cancer and other serious illnesses. This is not constant, it oscillates, release of constant. We're now at 18, 20, 22,000, 20,000, 22,000. And it's time to run away from here, as we've always stayed too long.
So he can't even say to be there for a long period of time, or it starts affecting him. Man. This thing is getting over. Says those days are shortened.
We have a series of locations with extremely high levels of pollution caused by heavy metals or hydrocarbons. High levels of lead in copper, zinc, molybdenum, all of them heavy metals that in set concentrations can cause sterility, cancer, arrhythmia, and never-ending amounts of problems associated with an excess of these substances.
Family lived in that area. Both of my parents died of cancer.
And it's speaking to the hopeful elect, all right, that are in these times. It says, arise ye and depart, for this is not thy rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sword destruction. So that's why this is in Portugal. So imagine in the place where US has most of its airplanes and fuel and all of its things. Imagine how much polluted this land is. If there's only one air base over in this island, there's only one air base, and look at the damage it's done.
The more cancer cases there are, the more the population asks, why is this happening? Why in Pride of Victoria are the roads that on one side all houses have had at least one case of cancer, and on the other side it's almost every other house? That is not normal. The US has maintained a presence on the island since 1943. Tokyo serves as a stopover for transatlantic military flights, and it houses the 65th Air Base Group. Although it's not known how many personnel are currently stationed there, there are 161 houses to accommodate them. One employee told us about the health risks that workers there have also been exposed to.
There was also a Senate commission that came to Tesoro to check a claim, a legal process from some members of the American military who were dying of terminal cancer and were exposed to radioactivity on Tesoro Island. They were here for about 1 week, and during this time I found out what they were doing here. They were here to confirm the existence of radiation on Tesoro Island, radioactive contamination.
Our environmental situation on the island was first acknowledged in a classified report written in 2000.
I post the video, man. I mean, it just pisses you off, bro. If you ain't mad, man, you ain't in the right spirit. Because this is the Lord got to come get us, so there ain't gonna be no flesh left to save. Because we all gonna be polluted behind the madness that's going on. Let's go look into Micah real quick. This is Micah 2:10. Let's see what that word is right there. I mean, the point is there. It says, arise ye and depart, for this is not thy rest, because it is polluted. The word there for polluted is tami, and it says to be unclean, become impure, become unclean, sexually, religiously, ceremonially, to defile oneself, be defiled. Sexually by idolatry, ceremonially in regards as unclean, defile, to defile, okay, to defile, pronounce unclean, declare unclean, to profane the Most High's name, be defiled, and that's defiled on all levels, because this place is defiles the Lord's name by putting up a so-called white man by the name of Cesare Bozier or Serapis as the Messiah. Okay, so it's unclean on all levels. Okay, but this thing is gonna lead. This is another one of Esau's many strikes against him on the whole level. That's why he's gonna have to pay on for that 1,000 years of slavery, and then he's done. This is John 10:10. The thief cometh not but to steal and to kill and to destroy. This is how we know that he's that thief. He's the wicked one. And because what is he? He stole. He'll steal your land. Okay, he'll kill your people. Because aren't these people on this island coming up with cancer? They're coming up with all types of even their own employees, even the so-called right here it says toxic U.S.-based military personnel were dying of cancer. Okay, so he'll kill his own people behind his work. That's why the elites call the military. They call them dumb dogs or something like that. You know, but that's even looking at GI, which is galvanized iron. Okay, they don't consider them worthy of worthy at all. They consider them expendables. They even made that movie Expendables with the so-called what is it called when you have a mercenary? Yeah, it's a mercenary. There are proxies they use when they don't want to have their name actually put up on them. And it says, and destroy, I come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly. And that's where Yahweh Shai's come with this truth. And this truth is Yahweh Shai coming to you, Israelites out there. The most Yahweh Shai is coming to take us and to give us life, which is coming back to the law, statutes, and commandments, and to change our bodies and to bring us into our own land, man, where we may worship our power. Okay, and live right and follow the land Sabbath and do things the Most High that put men to destroy the land. And I'm gonna get that. And then this is Isaiah. This is Isaiah 24:4. It says, the earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languisheth and fadeth away, the haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, broken the everlasting covenant. And that's what you see. The earth is defiled under the rulership of Esau. All he does is destroy, kill, just like John 10 and 10 just said. But there's laws that the Lord specifically said, if you destroy this earth, you're going to have to pay for it. Okay? This is Revelations 11 and 18. Revelations 11 and verse 18, it says, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give its reward unto thy servants, the prophets. And that's the man out there on the four corners of the planet Earth that's pushing this truth. And then you got the 1/3, that's the men, women, and children that come in as help in different positions that the Lord has set them up in. And it says, and the nations were angry, and the wrath is come in the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. So that's a tall tale sign. If you destroy the earth, okay, and you go after these things, the Lord is going to destroy you, and he's going to put something on you, man. All right, so let me get back into this. And it says destroy the earth. So let me pull this other article real quick. This is 51 facts. It says pollution facts. Pollution can be described as contamination of air, water, soil by introducing a contaminant into the natural environment, usually by humans, or are harmful to living organisms. The most common form of pollution is air pollution, water pollution, agriculture pollution, and land pollution. And that's what that video was about. And it says pollution is defined as American Heritage Sciences Dictionary as the contamination of air, water, soil by substances that are harmful to living organisms. Pollutions can occur naturally, for example, volcanic eruptions as a result of human activities, such as spilling oil or disposal of industrial waste. And now I'm going to go through the facts. I'm not going to go through all of them, but some of them, the first 10 facts hit pretty hard. It says pollution is one of the biggest killers, affecting more than 100 million worldwide. More than 1 billion people worldwide don't have access to safe drinking water. 5,000 people die every day as a result of drinking unclean water. The garbage dumps in the oceans every year is roughly about 14 billion pounds. Plastic is the major constituents. Pollution kills more than 1 million seabirds and 100 million mammals every year. That's crazy, man. 6, people who live in high density population area have 20% higher risk of dying from lung cancer than people living in less populated areas. Approximately 46% of the lakes in America are extremely polluted, and hence the risk for swimming, fishing, and aquatic life. And we eat fish, some certain fish. It says in the Great Smog disaster that happened in London in the year of 1952, approximately 4,000 people died in a few days due to the high concentration of pollution. United States produces 30% of the world's waste and uses 25% of the world's natural resources. That's crazy, man. 30% of the whole world's waste is produced right here. The Mississippi River dumps 1.5 million metric tons of nitrogen pollution in the Gulf of Mexico every year. Wow. Wow. 11. Every year, around 1 trillion gallons of untreated sewage and industrial waste is dumped into the U.S. waters. That's why the Lord gotta come, man. Gotta come. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The pollution is hella great, man. Hella great. To you can't even fathom what has really been the damage that's happening in the planet Earth. That's why the nukes have to come to clean the waters. to clean this earth. And then that we're gonna have to clean it in the form of what? Our angelic bodies. You know, Abaratazar would be in that number. All right. So let me pull this next scripture up, and then I'm gonna get into the next story. The other part of it, the UFO part of it. And this is Psalms 110 and 1. Actually, I started 5. 4. The Lord has sworn and will not repent. Thou art a priest forever after the order of Melchizedek. The Lord, it said, the Lord at thy right hand shall strike through the kings in the day of his wrath. He shall judge among the heathen. He shall fill the places with the dead bodies. He shall wound the heads over many countries. So the Lord is going to take this place out, the whole rulership of that's on the planet Earth right now, and set up a righteous rulership, which is ruled by Yahweh Shem Shai and the 12 King David. And it's going to be a beautiful time, man. We should look forward to this destruction because we can't have the earth as it is right now. The earth as it is right now is not inhabitable for us, man. I mean, you can inhabit it, but it's defiled. That's why you read in Isaiah 24. This is Psalms 115 and 13. He will bless them that fear the Lord, both small and great. The Lord shall increase you more and more, and you and your children. Ye are blessed of the Lord, which made heaven and earth. Even the heavens are the Lord's, but the earth hath he given to the children of men. That's given into the Israelites, because the earth belongeth unto us. That's why we're the ones that's going to be set up to fix the planet Earth from the madness that's happening to it. All right, so let's jump into the chariots. This is the article I found. It's a little old article, but it still hits the point. Actually, it's February 7th. It's not too old. And it says nearly 60,000 UFO sightings mapped. Okay. Does this finally prove military link to U.S.? Does this finally prove mystery link to U.S. military? Now, some of these are Esau's crafts. This is the map right here. If you see, all these dots are UFO sightings across the United States, and you can see it's everywhere. There's high pockets of where UFOs are sighting, like in California, West Coast, East Coast, in the Midwest. So there's a whole bunch of UFO sightings, and some are Esau's planes and different technology that he has. But all these aren't Esau's planes. These are the actual angels of Yahweh Shem Shai in those chariots. So let me read the article. Sightings reported by U.S.-based National UFO Reporting Center, an independent organization that logs and investigates such cases, have been charted on a map of North America. Data analyzed Adam Corinth plotted all 58,000 reports received by UNUFORC from the U.S. from 1995 to 2014, and it's gotten worse since that time. On a map of the U.S., the impressive end result shows swashes of green UFO reports spread out across the vast country. However, it has been suggested that most dense areas of sightings coincide with U.S. military installation bases. Alex Holing is a retired U.S. duty Marine, now writes a Scofed.com, a new and intelligence service provided by former special operations veterans. He wrote, when laying the same map of reported UFO sightings over a U.S. map showing locations of all military installations, an interesting trend starts to emerge. Many of the regions that seem to show a high frequency of UFO reports coincide with the location of military installations. For the conspiracy mind, this might mean our alien visitors have taken a particular interest in what our military is up to. So the angels are watching Esau and his military. Okay, like I said, some of those are Esau's planes coming in and out, but a lot of those are chariots that are watching Esau's movements. It's because it says the eyes of the Lord. Oh, I got that already. Other might be inclined to conclude many of these supposed UFO sightings may be nothing more than misidentified military aircraft. conspiracy theories have developed many claims about UFOs and U.S. military links. The most far-fetched is which suggests intelligent aliens are arrived on Earth and been hiding away in top-secret military installations away from the public, which we know not to be true. I mean, even if the Lord got evil angels dealing with Esau, man, on the left-hand side, it's still the angels of the Lord that are monitoring the things that Esau is doing. It says there they help military scientists reverse engineer, which is going into bones, man. But that's the main point. I'll post this link so Joachim can check it out if it's something you want to look at. Yeah, UFO sightings, man. The angels of the Lord. So I'm gonna pull these scriptures real quick to prove that these angels are watching Esau. This is Zechariah. Let me make sure this is up. The angels are watching Esau. This is Zechariah. Let me make sure this is up. Oh, I hope it's been sharing, Akim. If it ain't been sharing, Salakia. Yeah, man. Esau been fucking with my stuff all day, man. So I don't know what's going on with it. If it's not sharing, Salakia, Akim, I'm just gonna finish out these scriptures. This is Zechariah 5 and 4. I mean, the audio's still there, so if it hasn't been shown on the screen, Salakia, Akim, you know how Satan does. I've been trying to share it, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, it ain't even been sharing it, man. Hey, Salakia to you, Akim, if it's not been sharing. I still read the articles and hopefully it'll pop through. If not, well, the article's still there. I'll post the links for you, Akim, to check it out. This is Zechariah 5 and verse 4. It says, "And I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief." Let me go up. Let me stop sharing this. Salakia, Akim, man, it's not letting me share. It was giving me troubles earlier. It's fucking bullshit Esau got, man. But let me finish reading this. This is Zechariah 5 and 3. It says, "Then he said unto me, this is the curse." Let me go up to 2. I'll start at 1. "Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. And he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. To every one that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it. And every one that sweareth shall be cut off as on this side according to it. I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief." And I was trying to show earlier, but it didn't let me show it on the screen, that Esau has a map. It's like 60,000 UFO sightings, and it's all throughout the United States, back and forth. So that's showing you that the chariots, the angels, are in the house of the thief, man. It's in between 19 something to 2014. So they've been documenting these cases, and these UFOs have peppered the United States, because the Lord said that he shall bring it forth and it shall enter into the house of the thief. And that's what you see. That's a prime example, because when I seen the map, that came to my mind. I was like, oh, snap. The angels are in the house of the thief. That's how we know that we're in the house of the thief. By what? How did Esau get this land? He stole it from the Native Americans, the tribe of Gad, and he took it in his possession, man. All right, and put them in slavery and bondage and forced us to come over here. He stole us. That's why it says, if you steal a man and he be found in your hand, you shall surely be put to death. So he stole. This is the house of the thief. That's what I'm trying to get to. All right, let me finish this out. And it says, "And I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that swear falsely by my name. And it shall remain in the midst of his house." And that's why you see the chariots haven't left from over here. They keep on showing themselves. It says, and it shall remain in the midst of the house, and shall consume it with the timbers thereof and the stones thereof, because they're going to burn this place when the Lord gives the okay, go ahead. It says, and the angel talk with me. That's it on that. That's it on that. Let me get this. Is Proverbs. I'm gonna get these precepts and close on out. Man, I'm so pissed y'all couldn't see it, but I'll post the links for you, Akim. If you're watching this video after the live stream, I'll post the links in the description so you can watch it and the article. This is Proverbs 3:3. It says, the curse of the Lord is in the house of the wicked, but he blesses the inhabitants of the just. All right, and he's getting ready to bless Israel, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But the curse of the Lord is in the house of the wicked, and that goes into the chariots also, because the curse is coming forth in the whole world. It says, surely he scorneth the scorner, but he giveth grace unto the lowly. The wise shall inherit glory, but shame shall be the promotion of fools. And that's Esau. That's why the Most High said he's going to show the nations his shame. All right. All these things that Portugal Island, they hate in Babylon right now because they destroyed their land. They polluted their land and won't clean it up. Because why? If they try to clean it up, that's going to be money that they don't have. This is Amos 3 and verse 10. Amos 3 and 10, and it says, for they know not to do right, saith the Lord, who store up violence and robbery in their palaces. And that's what you see, store up robbery and violence. It's a violent thing to pollute somebody's land, because that's going to promote cancer, all types of different diseases, all types of different things that are hurtful unto people. See? Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, the adversary there shall be even round about the land. He shall bring down thy strength. That's going into because Israel. This is speaking about Israel in that time, because Israel was being wicked, man. But now Esau, this is you see this applying to Esau. He's keeping violence. He's the man of violence. Jeremiah 51. He's the hammer of the earth. This is Amos 9 and 8. This is Amos 9 and 8, and it says, behold, the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. Saving, I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord, because he's going to grab an elect out of here. He's going to take an elect out of this land and bring it into the land of Israel. Okay. So with that, man, I didn't want to make this super long, but you can check out those articles and do some research. But yeah, man, this man is the devil. Okay. And he's showing himself to be the devil. Okay. Because he's doing you should tell a tree by its fruit. You know? So with that, I'm going to give all praise into Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rakar, Quadash, Shalom, I can keep faith. Shalom.